Senator Fernandi, you may have to withdraw, and indeed you have to withdraw that statement that you've put in the tribal card. You are again imputing improper motive to your colleague.
Mr. Speaker, I withdraw the tribal factor. Mr. Speaker, because you have to protect me shouting over the aisle and say, Wachana Waziri Lima Magavana. Mr. Speaker, that is why I wanted to read Article 219 of the Constitution as I conclude. A county share of revenue raised by the national government shall be transferred to the county without undue delay and without deduction, except when the transfer has been stopped under Article 225 of the Constitution, of course with the approval of the Senate. Mr. Speaker, what I'm saying, as you have captured my thoughts succinctly, is that counties, the National Treasury, after we pass, Mr. Speaker, the National Treasury should release money without undue delay. That is only my argument, Senator of Migori. So that when we hold governors to account, when we oversight governors, they have resources to do their job, Mr. Speaker. And that is the argument I'm just putting across, Mr. Speaker, that after we have passed the cash, Mr. Speaker, sir, after, Mr. Speaker, after the chair and the Senate has appropriated, has passed the money to counties, let us ensure that the money reaches counties in good time, so that, Mr. Speaker, when we come and debate and also oversight, Mr. Speaker, through the Office of the Auditor General report, through the Controller of Budget report, Mr. Speaker, it is easy to hold accountable, Mr. Speaker. But that one does not give the governors the latitude to misuse funds, Mr. Speaker. We are aware in Vihiga where 5 million was used for housewarming, Mr. Speaker. In Bungoma, there was 3.8 million that was used to buy a Christmas tree. In fact, in Homa Bay today, we noticed that in Homa Bay, they were using 2.8 million to construct a governor's gazebo. A gazebo is where you beat stories with the villagers. And there is no money in hospitals in drugs, Mr. Even in Siaya, Mr. Speaker, we were being told, and the party leader and ODM party leader is in the House, the distinguished senator, Mr. Speaker. We were being told that money was being misused, yet we have given money, Mr. I don't know why I mentioned the party leader, Senator Oburu. People decided to switch off my mic, but Mr. Speaker, I yield back and I support. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Osotsi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, let me also support this bill, the revenue allocation bill for the financial year 2026-2027. Mr. Speaker, one thing I want to really emphasize is that 12 counties, including my own county, were given preferential treatment through the affirmative action component of the new formula. And they are supposed to share 4.46 billion for the next 5 years. Now, if you look at this bill, that translates to around 371 million shillings for each of the 12 counties. Mr. Speaker, I think something needs to be done, either through this bill or maybe through oversight mechanism by the Finance Committee to ensure that this money is ring-fenced for development only. Mr. Speaker, the reason why we gave this affirmative action to the 12 counties was so that they can do some development. We did not increase this money so that they can spend this money on recurrent expenditure. I am concerned because most of the 12 counties, Mr. Speaker, are utilizing this money for recurrent expenditure. Some are even using this money to pay pending bills. That was not the objective of the affirmative action. So I want to ask the Finance Committee to maybe conduct an oversight activity around the utilization of affirmative action allocation, because it is not serving the purpose to which this House passed the money. The purpose was so that that money is ring-fenced for development. And I'm saying this because even in my own county, these 371 million shillings is not used for development, is used for recurrent expenditure, and that's not the purpose to which these funds were ring-fenced for the 12 counties. But nevertheless, Mr. Speaker, we are talking of an amount of 428 billion that is supposed to be shared by 47 counties. I know I made my contribution during the division of revenue bill discussion to say that it is unfortunate that the government has not complied to the 10 points agenda that stipulated that in the financial year 2024-2025, counties be given 450 billion. That means we are 2 years behind what the 10 points agenda requested. I want to request that next time we are having a mediation arrangement, Mr. Speaker, we need to fight harder, because it has become a norm that whenever we go for mediation with the National Assembly, we get an increase of only 5 billion. We are lucky this year it is only 13 billion. I think we can do better than that. That is the only major mandate we have as a House. And I think that is a moment where we need to lobby hard, bargain hard, and I don't see any reason why we should be overly worried about interfering with the timelines of financial timelines in this country, because if our rights are not met as defenders of devolution, then we have to keep on fighting. So I think that in the next financial year, which will be done when we are just about to face election, that is 2027-2028, I think we need to close this House by ensuring that we surpass the 450 billion that was envisaged by our late party leader, Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. And that is the only way we can support devolution in this country. Mr. Speaker, looking at the ceilings, particularly for the county assembly, there has been a marginal decrease or increase in the ceilings. Mr. Speaker, one important thing that this House should not overlook is that we passed a bill that gave the county assembly autonomy, financial autonomy. But it seems there is a problem that this bill has not been implemented in our counties. And we are seeing the same arrangement, the same confusion that was there, the same blackmail from the county executive continuing to happen in our counties, and county assemblies are suffering. I think this is another area that I would request the committees involved, the Finance Committee and the Devolution Committee, to move with speed and ensure full implementation of the bill that we passed in this House to give county assemblies financial autonomy, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I support.
Seki.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I also come in support of this bill, the County Allocation and Revenue Bill 2026. Honorable Speaker, this bill comes at the time when the county governments are waiting for this financial year. Honorable Speaker, it is true that my other presenters has presented in this floor, the release of funds is very important at this moment. And we are here to approve and release funds to counties. This is a bill that releases funds to counties, Honorable Speaker. And it is important that counties get to understand that this money is coming at the right time, so that at least between this year of 2026, 2027, the counties, administrations, governors needs to allocate and apportion the money accordingly, because I think this is the only year that they do have to implement the development, development that they have already budgeted for, and try to see if they finish the projects that they have earmarked for their counties, Honorable Speaker. My county, blessed to have 9.8 billion Kenya shillings, which is an increase from the last year's allocation, Honorable Speaker. And this gives a reflection which we need to know that there are many pending bills within the counties. Even in my county, we have quite a number of pending bills. And this is the time where counties and governors need to know that we are approaching the election year, which the wananchi are ready to bring them back to those who are supposed to come back, those who are finishing their term. They need to see the issue of pending bills, because it has been a thorn on the flesh, Honorable Speaker. You get that many traders in the counties that have done works in the county governments, they are really in trouble. Auctioneers are all over, auctioning their properties, selling their properties, Honorable Speaker. And this becomes a big issue to county governments. And this is a time which now, as we continue to strengthen oversight to county governments, it is important that we get to understand there are a number of projects that are not completed. Others are not even, that have not been started. And county assemblies, together with the county government, they need really to go down and get to understand which are these projects that are not completed, because this financial year is almost the last year for their completion of their projects, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, in issues of education, I sat in the Committee of Education, Honorable Speaker. And this committee, we have a lot of problems with county governments, which they are not doing the functions that are supposed to be doing in ECD and vocational training colleges, Honorable Speaker. They are not even allocating the money that they have planned, they have budgeted for. They are not implementing that money, Honorable Speaker. This is the time that now we are releasing money to county government. They need to know that one of the functions of county governments, education, is ECD and vocational training colleges, Honorable Speaker. And most of the teachers, most of the counties have not employ these ECD teachers on permanent and pensionable. They are still on casual, Honorable Speaker. This is the time when now county governments need to do that, employ them on permanent and pensionable, follow the SRC guidelines, and make sure that they have bought and do infrastructure for ECDE and even for vocational institutions, so Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, it is important that this bill needs to be observed even national government, national treasury, so that at least county governments gets money on time. So that this kind of an excuse of county coming to our committees and say that we don't have the allocation, national treasury is delaying money, it is the time when now the national treasury also need to release money on time. Otherwise, Honorable Speaker, I support this bill. Thank you very much.
Yes, Senator Mugen.
Yes,
Yes, Mr. Speaker, thank you for giving me the opportunity. I also rise, Mr. Speaker, to support the bill, the motion that is on the floor that wants to ensure that we continue supporting our counties with adequate resources, Mr. Speaker, so that they continue providing services to the people whom we represent and whom we have been tasked to fight for as senators. Mr. Speaker, first, it has become a ritual, Mr. Speaker, that every budget-making cycle, we make a proposal to increase resources to our counties, but the National Assembly has remained a big stumbling block, Mr. Speaker, in terms of, not supporting the effort that senators are making in ensuring that we increase the supply of resources to our counties. Mr. Speaker, I hope that we shall revisit. You know, Mr. Speaker, we made a proposal in Naivasha when we went for our induction, and we agreed that as senators, we need to close ranks and support a constitutional amendment, Mr. Speaker, that was meant to give the Senate of the Republic of Kenya, Mr. Speaker, a say in budget-making process. Mr. Speaker, till and unless, as senators, we rally together and support that amendment, Mr. Speaker, we will always play second fiddle to the National Assembly. Mr. Speaker, there is no Senate I've come across anywhere in the world that doesn't have even an opportunity to deliberate on the national budget, Mr. Speaker. Even the House of Lords in UK, that is not elected, Mr. Speaker. The House of Lords does not even elect their own speaker. Their speaker is elected by the House of Commons. But after the budget, Mr. Speaker, the budget is presented before the House of Lords, and they deliberate on it. How come, Mr. Speaker, that the only thing as we discuss as Senate is budget policy statement? How can you discuss budget policy statement, but you don't discuss budget, Mr. Speaker? We need to do something as senators to ensure that we find a way of bringing that budget here, so that we also discuss the budget of the Republic of Kenya as senators. Mr. Speaker, you are